Hey guys, what's up? It's Tim here at Dev Talks. Hope you're doing well. So today I'm basically going to talk about why potentially it might not be such a good thing for us UK investors to start looking at US investments because of their dividends, and why actually as people may think that the high dividend yield that it generates might actually not be true for us, and it's a way that I suppose trading 212s kind of hid it from us, or not hid, or maybe just the way that they presented it to us kind of is something that never has flagged it to me when I've looked at it, and therefore it's something that you probably want to know about which might impact the way that you choose your strategy going forward. So anyway, let's take a look and see what it's all about. Okay, so you might be asking yourself, Dylan, what is so important that could potentially stop me from looking at dividend investments? Now, I know we all like the feeling of actually getting free money and seeing that notification from Trading 212 or whatever trading app we use saying, you know, a dividend's being paid, and it's kind of like that feeling of we just get free money and therefore for not doing anything. But when we receive that notification, I suppose maybe we might be misled into thinking that all of it, we've got all the money. And basically what happens is that when a US company declares a dividend, they will then pay a withholding tax. Now the US currently charge 30%, but the UK government has a double tax treaty agreement with them, which basically says they will agree to take only 15%. Now, when you normally sign up to like your Trading 212s or your whatever broker you use, you'll normally fill out a W8BN form, and that basically just says that you're not a resident in the UK, which means that you can see this. You get this 15% withholding tax applied. Now, you might not actually ever know this, and you might just think it's another form that you just have to fill in and you just continue. But what the impact of that actually does have on you is that whenever you get charged, whenever a company pays a dividend, they will actually tax the 15% straight at source. So, and this is where I suppose where I feel Trading 212 isn't completely honest, or I suppose it's the way that they presented it, in that whenever you receive that notification, which you can see on screen now, it basically shows like, okay, say if we take Pfizer for example, it's basically saying Pfizer's basically gave us a dividend of 33 cents per share, and we're like, brilliant, that converts to 15 pence in this case, so great, I've just received a dividend. But what it's not telling you is actually the true dividend that Pfizer actually paid was 39 cents, and they have deducted that 15% off. And therefore, when you're actually looking at dividend yield on companies, you might think that you're actually making like 5% dividend yield or 6% as a general rule, whatever it is. But in true case, you actually might not be. So if we take, say, this example here, if we invested $100 and we said that the dividend yield would be 5%, you'd expect to see $5 into your account. But what you actually receive is $4.25, because the government tax the 15%, they hold that, and then they give you the rest. So what does this mean? Your actual return is 4.25%. Now, if we think about that over a long period of time, and compounding, your power of compounding is slightly less now, and therefore the picture of investment and getting dividend income isn't as good as it used to be. Now, the way that this tax kind of works is basically if you have an ISA account or if you have a normal trading account, you'll get charged on US dividend payments of 15%. Now, the only way to get around that is basically if your stocks and shares are basically in a SIP or a pension. So if it's basically in a pension or a SIP, you get 100% of their money, but any normal person like you or I will actually get taxed at 15%. And it's just being mindful of that, I suppose, when you look at dividend investing and whether it's right for you. So let's go back. So I hope you found that useful. Just to reiterate, that is just at the first stage of the process. The second stage of you still having to pay tax if it's in a normal investing account and it's below the over the £2,000 dividend limit that we get right now, that still applies. Obviously you don't get taxed if it's in an ISA for the second part of it, but that 15% will still remain untaxed at source at the start of the process whenever you do get paid a dividend. So it's definitely one to watch out, and maybe it might make you think twice about just investing in things just for dividend purposes, because actually it might not be that beneficial for you. I'm going to do a follow-up video on basically what that kind of means from a perspective of the new FX charges that Trading 212 are going to do, and kind of roll all that together to kind of give you a view as to what that now means for you when you buy stocks and when you sell them and when you get a dividend. So tune in, and appreciate any likes and subscribes, and drop a comment below to just let me know what you think. Is that like an eye-opener, or is it something that you already knew? Let me know, it'd be interesting to see.